time! How's it going, everybody? It's Friday. Friday! Woo! All right. For those that don't know what this is, I'm surprised you're here, but all you gotta do is submit a short at shorts.reviews or click the link in the description and I will review your short. Maybe. It's randomly selected, so we'll see how it goes. But I wish you luck, okay? Real quick, I want to cover something before we get started. There has been a lot of disrespect going on lately in the community. And I just wanted to tell you that no matter what your view count, if you consider somebody's worth the same as their view count, if you talk down to a small creator, I'll ban your ass so fast. There's no bullies here, okay? The only person that can be a bully is me. Anyway, yeah. We've had a lot of that lately. And some of it, it's people coming in and they've got skeleton niche bullshit where they just like did the skeleton niche plus grease thing like it was their own idea, but it's not, because there are thousands of channels just like that. And you want to talk down to other people? Come on, man. Go create something. Anyway, let's get to it. So, if you're new here, you know, we got this little spinner thing that I'm trying to grab, but it won't grab. Huh. There it is. Yeah, there we go. Maybe I gotta make myself a little smaller and that a little bigger. How many times do I gotta click it? There we go. All right, let's get started. You know, I'm gonna get another Stream Deck so I can adjust volume a little bit more than pausing. But anyway, so we will just go ahead and start the timer. This will pick every, actually, yeah, this will pick every 2 minutes. Let's get rolling. So, spin it now, and we'll see what number it picks. Number 3, one of the early ones. Number 3 is Cap Guy. I know Cap Guy. Let's take a look at Cap Guy. Okay, I gotta pause this for a second. Couple things I want to point out. First, what is CGD-GAD? Like that's like a guitar tuning. So why does it say that? Did you do something like that in your description? Huh, weird. Anyway, so also I want to turn this to dark mode. I don't want to be blinding y'all. There we go. All right, so my first thought here, and I've seen you submit this a couple times, I'm pretty sure. Let me take a look at your question, if that even works. It always moves. I don't know how that happens. It always moves. Like now it's like clipped off on the, you know what I mean? Like what the hell? All right, how can I improve editing? I'm new to animation type stuff. Okay. Well, I don't really think the editing is a problem. It seems like you know exactly where people are looking. You're not confusing them. You're not adding too much on screen. This style here, where it's like the drawn face type stuff, I'm seeing a lot of that lately. And I'm seeing a lot of gurus cover that, where they're like, you can go viral with this. Just make AI images and then draw it in paint or whatever. I don't know. I see a lot of it, though. This style. I pointed it out a couple days ago, and I said, why does everybody seem to have this same style? And the person that I said it to, they said, well, I draw it in paint. So I gave it the benefit of the doubt. But a lot of people are doing it now, and I know it's coming from AI. At least that's what the gurus are teaching. So just a heads up that if you want to focus on that style, it's like, it's overwhelming, like skeleton niche type shit. But you got your Cap Guy, and I don't really know where this sits. Like this is like a mixture of different things, which is fine. Like I like it. It's fine. My problem with this is the way that the story is presented. It's not rooted in anything of relevant or plausibility, right? You're not giving me any details that this happened or what this is even about. Let me just go back through. I wanted to pause this so I could point this out because I've seen this. Okay, so you're telling this story, but it's like it's so close to nonfiction that it's like you give people want more detail. They're like, what, where, who, what discovery was this? What team went to look for it? What country was this in? It's like so closely rooted to reality that that's what I'm expecting, but you never give it. And so I think that there's a bit of dissatisfaction going on here. And then that same thing, I don't know how, but the person that did the pizza delivery that had the same like drawing head style thing, it was the same thing where it wasn't rooted in any like real thing. It was just like, this is how a serial killer would kill somebody as a pizza delivery driver. But the way it's told is like it really happened, but it gave no detail about it. And so it's the same. It's almost like you two are the same creator. It's very, very weird. But yeah, that's my problem with it. Outside of that, I think you're doing really, really well with all the other stuff. Okay. So hopefully that helps you a little bit. All right. Number, let me just resume the timer, right? Well, I'll hit skip again. And that was, okay, number 17. This one is Nisles, N-Y-Z-I-L-S, Nisles. Okay, great hook, but then the follow-up is too slow. You're like you're almost hedging around the thing that you're trying to say. You say, damn it, I hate that. Okay, it also takes a little bit of, like, that's a 1-second sentence, right? You don't need to say that, right? You just need to say because. You don't need to say that either. I can start to see it. Okay, so stop placing your cap cuts like this. All right, cap cuts. What is it? Cap can. I would jump into the enemy thing instead, right? You could say, when you do this, this happens, right? But you could make it more interesting and say, imagine you're an enemy. Or have you ever been walking through a doorway? So stop placing them like this. Whenever you're walking through a doorway, when you turn, have you ever noticed this little thing? Something like that. So I really like the hook. I think it's done really, really well. I would add a little more energy here. Oh, when you say it's quite easy to see, sorry, I'm pausing. Give me a sec again. I hate when I do this, but it's quite easy to see, like actually see. I thought that was like, you were saying it in a way, it's easy to see that blah, 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 you know, like it was a part of conversation, but it's too easy to see. Okay, I get it. Okay, don't do that either. Don't do a call to action here. Just let it end, because that's gonna kill it. So what I would do is just like you're so close to having a viral short, like so close, dude. All you gotta do is just try to cut out any extra little fluff. Basically, go through your edit and say, if I cut this out, does this still make sense? And if the answer is yes, cut it out. Cut it all out. And it might be like 8 seconds, and if that's the case, it's going to be repeated several times. People will be like, oh, wow. Like, if you get 150, 200% on an 8-second short, it does better than 50% on a 30-second short, right? It's just, yeah, because it's 16 seconds versus 15 seconds. Yep. So just cut out a little bit of the fluff, and then I would hype up the energy just a little. But, dude, keep going. This is like, you're damn close. All right, let's skip on. Bum. No shorts audio. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I have no idea. Oh, I know why. Yeah.
Placing your cap can traps like this.
Yeah, now you should be able to hear it, right?
Now, when you place your cap can traps like
there
this, It's quite easy.
And it's half screen. Because it's clean pip. Let me just fix this stuff. Yeah, let me just go back to the regular pip. I don't know what happened or why it went there. Okay, alright, so let me think here. Cap guy, the stuff that I said was pretty, actually, I think you can kind of understand what happened there, but let me go back. I'm just gonna bam, bam, bam.
So someone carved numbers into a giant rock in the...
Okay, so this isn't rooted in any reality. That's what I was saying. Like, nothing that gets said in it, like, has any factual basis, but it feels like it does. You're just not giving any details.
So someone carved numbers into a giant rock in the desert. Nobody knew why. They were directions to a spot in the ocean hundreds of miles away. So a dive team went there and found a shipwreck sitting right at the bottom. Here's the crazy part, though. The ship sank way long after those numbers were carved. The navigation system they used, it didn't exist yet. So whoever did this knew a ship was going to sink and somehow wrote it down in a language that wouldn't exist for another 300 years.
Yeah, so, like, it seems real, but there's nothing, like, what are you talking about, right? So, I was saying that there's another creator that's very close to that is, he talks about a delivery guy that kills somebody, or how a delivery guy would kill somebody. So, that's what that was about, and then, what was the other one? There's so many times I opened this. Why? And then, this was this guy's...
Placing your cab can trap.
One sec.
Stop placing your cab can traps like this. Now, when you place your cab can traps like this, it's quite easy to see. I can start to see it from about right here. But instead, if I barricade this door before placing the cab can trap, then once I go to remove it, it becomes slightly harder to see the cab can because you see these barricade fragments.
Yeah, so, yeah. Basically, all I said is there's some things you say in there that you could probably cut out and it would still make sense, and to do that. Just get to the point a little faster and maybe a little bit more hyped energy. All right, that was all. And then I think I had somebody else, but I can't remember what it was because I mean, I can look at the history. Nope, it was just those two, I guess. Yep. All right, moving on. Come on, man. Bum, 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 bum. There we go. Number 24. Yeah, we'll set up some sort of ping system after this, Will. That way it'll...
Should you claim this free game? Absolutely. Deponia is a point-and-click adventure game where you play as one of the biggest jerks in gaming, Rufus.
They should all be drowned in the Red Rust Sea. Exactly.
He's trying to escape the junk planet of Deponia, and no one's gonna stand in his way, not the Organon, nor his ex-girlfriend.
Okay, so it's just an ad. Alright, he says, I make these free to claim game shorts regularly, so ideally an intro template would be possible. I have rephrasing free Steam game multiple ways, never got a hook. Yeah, it's because you're like, it's because it feels like a scam. Like YouTube, when people say free Robux or free game or whatever, it's a scam typically, and YouTube knows that, so it doesn't want people to watch it. Like that's the thing. I don't recommend doing this, honestly. This is just kind of an ad for a game. Like, nobody wants to watch ads in the shorts feed. Nobody wants to watch voluntary ads in the shorts feed. So, I gotta say, I don't know how to fix this for you, because, like, that's just what you're doing. That's all.
Absolutely. Deponia is a point-and-click adventure game where you play as one of the big...
Yeah, like, really, the marketing here should be showing gameplay or showing somebody having a lot of fun with a game. Like, don't make it seem so obvious that it's marketing. Make it seem entertaining. When I do marketing for anything, like my video tomorrow that'll go out, or the last video, it was marketing for Hook Bomb, but I was offering a lot of value with it. So people can get the Hook Bomb or not, but they still like learned what it does and they can do what that tool does on YouTube without buying it. Because I don't care if they buy it or not. It's great if they do, but at least I still taught them how it works. So yeah, make sure you're offering value with the thing that you're trying to market. Bow, 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 bow.
I found the creepiest secrets in Mario games.
Oh, ooh, very, very good. Is it too loud or too soft? I can kind of not hear
In
it.
Galaxy 2, I found the creepiest secrets in Mario games. In Galaxy 2, when going to Hell Valley Sky, everything is chill till you look up. Who are these guys and why are they so wrong? Just like in Super Mario 3D Land's Ghost House, when you finish the level and decide to take a leisurely break.
Okay, so one thing that I notice is the sound effects are way louder than your very distant voice. Okay, so I turned my headphones up just now, but it was like it hurt my ears now. All the sound effects, so something to keep in mind.
I found the creepiest secrets in Mario games.
Like those pops are so like they're like 5 to 10 dB louder than your voice.
In Galaxy 2, when going to Hell Valley Sky, everything is chill till you look up.
Okay, sorry, I'm gonna tear this one down a little bit because I really like it.
I
So
found the creepiest secrets in Mario.
okay, there's like 10 different things I'm trying to look at all at the same time. All right, so scary. I found. Okay, I'm watching. I found.
I found the creepiest
Okay, now we got Wario up here, so my eyes are up here.
secrets in
But I also want to read. It's very difficult to know where to look because there's like several different
I
things.
found the creepy.
This little scary thing. Why would you do that? Why would you take it away from the sub? Like,
I found.
okay. Sorry, there's a lot of things to say. Don't put two things I have to read on screen at the same time because it's just not possible. So, like, you might think that, well, people can choose what they want to read, but don't make it a choice. That's it. Like, either they can choose to read or they can choose to watch, but don't try to make them choose to read two different things or try to watch two different things. So, yeah, that's really it. That's as far as people can split their attention on a short. I found I would bring up the where is it? Come on, man. There. So I would bring up the I found just a little bit to make the caption a little higher. Something like where those captions are. And then the I line is something where I put the focus. That's where I make sure people are looking. But because scary is up there, I'm not sure which place to look. But scary is bigger, so I'm going to look up there. So I'm going to assume that there will be another word right after it.
Found the creepiest
But there's not. So,
secrets in Mario game.
okay, now secrets. I see 3 different things. I'm expecting 3 secrets, so this is probably going to be a list.
In Galaxy 2, when going to Hell Valley Sky, everything is chill till you look up. Who are these guys and why are they so wrong? Just like in Super Mario 3D Land's Ghost House, when you finish the level and decide to take a leisurely break at the flag, a ghost slowly fades into existence. Talk about giving Luigi PTSD. And in Super Mario...
Yeah, man, like, I would have loved to see where that was or some context. You're so zoomed in on it, like, show the full thing and point at it instead. Like, there's just, your editing is getting in the way of the clarity of your purpose. Like, what you're talking about, you're trying to amp up the editing to get retention so bad that it's making it hard to focus.
In Super Mario 64, the Wario apparition happens. Going into the basement spawns a Wario head that will chase you until it catches you.
Yeah.
That last one is fake.
Yeah, the editing is just too much. Like, yeah, you get it. I'm having difficulty knowing like where to look or what to pay attention to. And when I feel like I'm finally gaining a little bit of clarity on what I'm looking at, you change it. And so it's too much.
Subscribe. I found the
And then was the last one fake? Is that
spawns a Wario head that will chase you until it catches you. Though that last one is fake. Subscribe.
yeah. I don't know how that would make viewers feel. Like, I probably wouldn't watch another one if I'm like, all right, this guy's just gonna bullshit me. So I wouldn't recommend doing that, and I also don't recommend doing series like parts and shorts feed because that's not how it shows up. YouTube doesn't choose to show people 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row. Like, they'll show you part 4 and then maybe part 1 later. But when you start on part 4, you feel alienated, like you missed 3 parts. So, yeah. Okay, let's move on. Number 46. All right, we'll keep the timer on now.
Why is indoor soccer
Oh my God, that's loud.
so underrated and unknown? Just look at those guys dribbling.
Okay, I have to turn the music off. Okay. So we got clips of soccer dudes and okay. And then you probably say something else, I hope. Nope. Okay. So it seems like, personally, it just seems like you added something at the beginning so you could use a bunch of clips that you don't own. That's how it feels. Technically, I guess it's transformative, but like I would add something else at the end, right? Like add a little bit more value or something. That's like playing it safe. You just saying like, dude, yesterday I saw this channel where it's this guy. He's a really popular face. I don't know, but it's just him laughing and then it's somebody else's clip afterwards. And it's like, so you're just copying and pasting this reaction and then stealing content. That's all you're doing. And YouTube's getting smarter about this stuff. Everybody tries to circumvent the rules and get around shit. I'm not saying you are, right? Because, I mean, unless you're saying this on every single short, which I doubt. But, yeah, it's happening a lot. So let me take a look. I will be doing a couple videos in this style. Do I change anything? Yeah, add a little bit more. That's what I would do. Maybe point, like, that said respect or something at the end, right? Yeah, like, I would point at something or talk about something, like, do an analysis, add an insight, something like that. That's what I would do. This is like, you barely scratch the surface of transformative. I think it's okay, but I could also see YouTube being like, this dude uses tons of uninterrupted clips. So just play it safe. This one's called Bark Blocks. I make the scripts myself. I just use AI to revise it so it sounds better. That would be the mistake. Because YouTube knows exactly how AI writes. But let's take a look.
Something in my house. Like I could be the second I sit down, I swear it triggers something in my house. Like I could be invisible all day. No one needs me. I'm a ghost. But the moment I sit down, open my laptop, put food in the microwave, even think about relaxing.
Hey, can you come here real quick?
Real quick is a lie. Real quick has never been quick a day in its life. I just sat down. Like my body hasn't even registered the chair yet. Now suddenly, I'm the most important employee in the household. My mom's calling me from across...
Okay, the AI isn't so heavy on the script, so it's not as bad as I expected it to be.
Across the house like it's an emergency.
Usually it's very easy to tell when an AI writes a script. But then again, you know, I'm not an AI that would be able to look at every single word that gets said. But imagine YouTube is like its own AI, because it is. And it writes its own script, and then it compares it to GPT or Gemini, God forbid, because it's the same thing. And it's like, okay, so I predict the next word, the next token will be this. If that's what they say, or these 3 words in a row, then a human didn't write this. And then you kind of have like a little flag on you. And if you don't add much else to the short, then it might get deemed low effort. So just keep that in mind. I use AI to revise it so it sounds better since I'm not the best at grammar. And that's fair, but I don't know how to fix it. Just be careful, that's all.
Hey.
Or show it to somebody.
While you're up.
I wasn't up. You made me up.
But yeah, my other critique here is this is so long. I'm not invested, personally, because it sounds like a personal story, but it's like, it's a Roblox rant, so these are very difficult to stand out in. I can't connect to this, but some people can, okay? Oh my god. This is a lot. Oh my god, okay.
Everyone thinks you're evil and dangerous, but you can be kind. I know it, and...
Why? What is this? Like, it's like you used a template, but you left it on there. Why'd you do that? Oh, it says test. Okay.
I'll prove it to my superiors. Good morning, class. We have a new student, so please be gentle with him. He's kind of a shy guy and may react sharply. If you look at...
Okay, the art style itself, I love. It's different. I really like it, okay?
His face without asking.
It's like old school 3D animation.
Get to know each other.
And what is your name?
Dude, keep doing this. Seriously, this is really, really cool.
How old are you? Why are you so skinny?
Dude, I fucking love this. Okay. All right. They have a lot of questions. I'd like to answer it so a lot of people can see how I handle original content because it's very awesome. So let's take a look at the questions. Does the story work? I would say if you could get this to like 45 seconds, I don't know if I'd watch the whole thing because I'm like, all right, I kind of get it, but it's like, it's long-winded. Okay. Do I change the hook? I don't know if there is a hook.
Everyone thinks you're evil and dangerous, but you can be kind. I know it, and I'll prove it to my superiors.
Oh, add subtitles for sure.
Good morning.
Yeah, do I need to clip the first seconds? Yes, you do. Start with good morning, class. It's a good instinct you had there. So let me break that down. So this is the first bit here.
Everyone thinks you're evil and dangerous, but you can be kind. I know it, and I'll prove it to my superiors.
Like, I get what you're doing. You're trying to get us invested in the story or the backstory, but people don't care about that shit on shorts. They just want, like, immediate understanding. So, good morning, class. This is the new person.
Good morning, class. We have a new student.
Yeah, that's a great start, for sure. Right. How can I fix the pacing? Just practice. Add captions. Yes. Is it more suitable for long format or shorts? I think you could do shorts, but I'd shorten it to 30 to 45 seconds. And at the end of the video is example of thumbnail and titles. Good God. I don't think this matters so much, to be honest with you. What could have gone right? Not a good title. They only have 5 minutes. I don't know. I would start the title with there's a new student or something like that. Like the new kid in class. I don't know. The new kid is different or something like that. Or don't bully the new kid. Oh. Never bully the new kid. That's what I'd make the title. Because then people might see the title and they'll be like, oh my God, something's going to happen, right? That's really the point of packaging. You want to create a little bit of curiosity and people kind of stick around for it. When it comes to long form, that's the purpose of the intro too. So, yeah, I would do something along those lines. This was the title and thumbnail thing that they were showing. All right, let's skip and move on. Very cool, man. Keep it up. Keep it up. Do everything I said. Copy. That's not how that works. See, this is what happens when you put a bunch of shit instead of a link. Good God. Okay. When I see stuff like this, I think, I don't know what to look at, but I also don't play the game. I assume people that play this game know what is going on, but like, it's just gameplay. You don't have a hook. You're not really making me interested in anything. It's just gameplay. Like, tell a story with it. Like, bro cooked at the end. Like, I don't know, something. Just make me interested in what's gonna happen at the end, or tell me something is going to happen, at least. But this is why pros pick that name. Is that this person, I guess? That says boss, so I don't know. I don't know, maybe zoom in on it. It's very difficult to understand what's happening. Yeah, this might be because I don't play this game, but I'm not, like, the best I can tell you is go to this Mobile Legends, this thing, and see what they're showing, first of all. Show how they're presenting the story, that sort of thing. Like this, they're zooming in on it. That's what I would expect you to do. But every piece of content that goes viral has value, right? There's something that people get out of it where you're just kind of, I don't know. You haven't presented it clearly. That's really the issue there. Okay, so that's really all I got for it because I just don't play the game. But look at what they do, and then get hooks from gaming niches.
Here is one thing most people missed in the first season of Jujutsu Kaisen, which proves that Gege Akutami is the ultimate master of deception. So everybody knows...
Okay, the hook is fine, I think.
Here is one thing most people missed in the first season of Jujutsu Kaisen, which proves that Gege Akutami is the ultimate master of deception. So everybody knows Lost in Paradise, the first ending theme where Yuji, Megumi, and Nobara are just...
I gotta say, the addition to the rants, like the editing addition is good. It's nice to see some variation here.
Vibing and dancing in those iconic outfits. It looked like the ultimate...
That was cool too. Man, that was really cool.
It looked like the ultimate light-hearted shonen, promising a fun, colorful adventure similar to the early days of One Piece or Naruto.
I think this might be an age issue, but I almost want you to show me just a tiny bit less, or give it a little time for me to understand what's happening.
All wrong. While anime-only fans were enjoying the fun...
When I say that, take it with a grain of salt, because I'm 36. I had submitted my video previously, and I made some changes to them based on some of the feedback you gave me. I just wanted to know your advice on what I could change. Oh, okay. So...
watching with pure dread, already aware of the absolute sadness and depression that was waiting for us. These frames perfectly captures how depressing it is to look back now, knowing the trauma that hits the main trio later in the series.
My only thought... okay, you missed this in the first season. Okay, I get it. For some reason, once we get through it, it feels like it takes forever.
Which proves that Gege Akutami is the ultimate master of deception. So everybody...
Okay, so you do a double hook there.
Everybody knows Lost in Paradise. The first ending...
Okay, I don't know if it proves that he's the ultimate master in deception. Honestly, it probably would have been stronger that you missed this in the first season and then go and explain yourself. Because if you say it proves this guy is the ultimate master of deception, anybody that doesn't really care about that character will leave. Right? You didn't need to double hook it. You could have just stuck with the first one. All right, next one.
Fuck that motherfucker, man. Tell him to hold my fucking dick.
Nick?
All right, moving on. Wait, hold on.
Mercs just went off on Dr. Disrespect, but there's something nobody's paying attention to. Calling each other out live, going back and forth non-stop. What if this is exactly what they want? Every time this happens, views spike, clips go everywhere, one says something, the other fires back, and the cycle just keeps going.
Okay, I get it. Why did this video do so bad? It got the initial seed audience. I don't know. Like, it could be because this topic is covered a lot, or it's obvious. Like, you're pointing out how marketing works, and so it's kind of just like, it's kind of telling people, 2 + 2 is 4. I don't know if that's obvious to everybody, but, like, I don't know.
But there's something nobody's paying.
I guess maybe the hook would be better. Like, you started with this shot, but yeah, I would start with a different hook, maybe. Also, this hook has like cursing in it immediately. That's probably hitting you too. Like, he says something very inappropriate immediately, so that probably didn't do you any favors. So I guess I would either censor it or don't show that type of clip in the beginning, something like that. They're beefing. That's probably covered a lot, especially that footage. And you're just saying maybe that's exactly what they want. So it's kind of a theory. I don't know, man. Maybe it's just not that interesting to people. Sometimes that's just it. That's it. Like, a lot of people might think I'm stuck in this jail for this certain reason, but like, they forget to consider it. Do people even, is it even good content? So just keep creating. All right. I almost skipped because it's not your own footage, but it does seem like you're doing something transformative.
This SAT question was meant to trick you. Most people see 14% plus 4%.
When I see that, I'm like, okay, it's meant to trick me, but that's a lot of words, and I'm not here in the shorts feed for that. I don't want to read a bunch of shit, so I'm going to leave, right? If you start with, there's an SAT question that's meant to trick you, then I'm like, all right, I wonder what this question is. But you kind of already revealed it, so I don't care. And then I would slow reveal, or I would start reading out the question. You could even say there's a specific word in it, or like, you read one sentence and you're like, but this next sentence is where it gets worse, or this next sentence is where it gets confusing. And that builds more attention, and you build more curiosity as you get through the question. So, yeah, that's what I would do.
The question was meant to trick.
And then down here is, just so you know, this is... Nobody can see really what's going on, depending on where the UI is sitting. You want them to be focused on what they're looking at. I wouldn't show that in the beginning, but yeah, just so you know, if you put something important down here, it's going to get lost in all the other stuff. And then the way you break it down looks cool, looks interesting. Just work on that curiosity. Okay? All right. Okay. Okay? All right. All right. Cool. Number 44. Can you review mine? Maybe. If you follow the directions.
These are rap's craziest disses and responses. Like the time Chicago rapper Bloodhound Q50 got shot in St. Louis over 60 bands, he quickly jumped in the booth and dropped a song called 60K, where he sent shots at another rapper, CTS Lil Wick.
Man, I breathed in deep. I'm like, this dude's about to fucking do a ranking niche, but it's not. Very, very good.
Rapping, what the fuck I look like, letting a lame ass from St. Louis make me a hat. He's a fucking white boy. Don't be surprised when his ass gets stretched. CTS Lil Wick heard this and clapped back a day later, rapping, if you ain't smoking Lil Jeff or Lil Scoom, then sorry, we can't match. When
honestly, I don't know if there's anything wrong with it. Is the hook good? I think so. Like, you know what? It did kind of make me think that you were setting up a ranking. Like, these are the top craziest things or whatever.
These are rap's craziest disses and responses.
Yeah, you say it like you're gonna do multiple, but you just only do one. So no, the hook isn't good enough. I would change the hook a little bit. It's fine, but you could be stronger. You could definitely make it stronger. Like, here, let me think.
Are rap's craziest disses and responses. Like the time...
Like, I've never seen a diss so bad, or I've never seen somebody get so owned in the rap game. Like, that, there you go. That's a hell of a hook, and it doesn't set up this expectation that you're going to do multiple. Yeah, but I would say it in your vernacular. I don't know. I'm not brushed up on the niche. Just like, if I had a Gen Z audience, I'd want to talk like the Gen Z audience. Is this good niche monetizable? I think it is, dude. I think it is. I think it's fine. Number 1, the cool bugs. I was looking at this one earlier because I saw it in the Discord.
Most people consider this.
God, I love that smack right away. It's so good.
Most people consider this a good hit. But if you take the baddie, snap him to the ouchie pose, strobe him away, wiggle him back and forth, give him some airtime, record some beefy sounds with whatever you got lying around, finish up, get back in there, improve the punch, launch him forward, add an explosion, shake the camera, record yourself screaming, make a smoke trail, attach it to the baddie, flash the background, you get a real good hit. Most people can...
Holy shitballs! Man, that the shake back and forth thing is not, I never knew that. I'm gonna steal the shit out of that. I love it. Like, normally I can just like look at something and I can tear it apart. That's just never a detail I've ever thought about. I love that. I'm gonna skip to it. I'm gonna make an animation for this for the stream.
What am I holding?
What the hell?
Most people can see it. Make a smoke trail, attach it to the baddie, flash the background. You get a real good hit.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Most people...
Okay, what do you want? Been getting only 1 to 2K a video. Used hook bomb for this one and it's blowing up. Oh! I don't know. Use my tool. Hookbomb.com, everybody. I'm so glad you opened the door for me to promote it. Here's what he's talking about, by the way. This is Hookbomb. really, it's just, it takes a bunch of viral videos and it breaks down the hooks so you can use them yourself. I love this one. Let me just show you an example. Everybody should use this because I'm going to, okay? Here's a free hook. Let me turn off the spinner. Can you do that? No, okay. All right, take a look. I love this hook.
Man, I can't figure this out. How to center a div. Oh. Okay. Man, I can't figure this out.
Sorry, it wasn't big enough. I wanted to show it here.
Man, I can't figure this out. How to center a div.
Okay, so it takes a while. He like builds it up, and then so Google tells him, "Hey," and he's like, "Oh, okay." And then it's 1 year later. He sits down. It takes forever for him to type it again, but he searches the exact same thing.
How to center a div. Oh, okay.
So that's the joke, right? And so the way to break down this, dude, I was laughing so hard when I was writing this, but the point of the joke is it's around something you forget or something you have to repeat all the time. So whatever your niche is, think about something that you have to do a lot or something that is annoying that you forget a lot. And so my cat was in there when I wrote it down, but 1 month of having a cat, how to train a cat. And then 1 year, because cats are like so difficult to train or to get them to do anything, you type it the same, you know, in a year, how to train a cat. Content creation, 1 month of YouTube, how to go viral. 1 year of YouTube, how to go viral. Because it's like, you never went viral, right? And then I did one in Fortnite, which, yeah, I think it makes sense. 1 month in Fortnite, you're a downed player crawling around looking to be revived. And then 1 year, it's the exact same clip because you never got better, right? And so, yeah, my idea was one month, or your first short, flatline, your 100th short, flatline, because we all deal with that shit. So anyway, that's it. You know, I can't figure this out, how to perform beginner niche action type thing. And then you jump to a year later, and that's it. If you want to do it via Google, right? But obviously the Fortnite one wasn't Google. It was just showing the repeated action. That is a viral hook. Everybody should be using this. Everybody. Go to hookbomb.com. You can look up more of these. We're adding like 50 in 2 days. So sorry, I keep saying we're adding more. Oh, also it's a one-time purchase. That's the deal. Hookbomb.com. Not a subscription. Not a subscription. Not AI adding it. It's a human. His name's John. He's breaking it down, the psychology of things. So yeah, I don't know. We can try to use some here in a bit. But yeah, I can't. We just had somebody that got 7 million views, and here, let me show you that one real quick. Ghost Rants. And it's a Roblox Rants one. So you guys know how I feel about that, but because he does something different with it, I'm into it. And because he used Hook Bomb and got 7 million views. So like right around here, he started using Hook Bomb, 855,000, 213,000, 7.5 million, 802,000. And like, it's just easy, right? You just find proven hooks. You could find them within your niche. You could search in your niche, or you could just search for ones that work for every niche, which is this multi-niche button. Also, there's a faceless button, which I know a lot of you are faceless. So that's hookbomb.com. Go buy it. It's a one-time purchase, and we just keep adding to it. So I'm not doing subscription. I fucking hate subscription stuff. Anyway, that's the deal. But man, this I love this. I lost it. Oh no. Where are you? I'm gonna bring it back up. I just wanted to see how it actually. Oh, it's right in fucking front of my face. 146,000. Damn. 21 hours ago. Let me think if I remember the hook that you used.
Most people consider this a good hit, but if you take the baddie, snap.
Most people consider. I guess I could go searching for it. Most people consider. Yeah, there it is. Most people consider this niche-related object. Dude, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, all right. Enough promoting. Sorry, guys. Let's get back to spinning. Hookbomb.com. Go buy it. All right, number 47. Peak play.
Have you ever wondered why F1 drivers zigzag behind the safety car? Well, believe it or not, it's actually...
Okay, I've only uploaded 4 shorts, wanted to see what I can improve. Okay, one thing, if you're using a tool to make these, like some other guru's tool that says you can go take this footage and then add sound effects or whatever, add subtitles and an AI voiceover, it's not going to work. Okay. It's just not. The ideas that come from those tools are overdone. I'm just pointing that out. I know that this starts with AI footage, but I think it goes to some real footage too. The AI tools tell everybody to do the same thing. So what do you think happens, right?
If they lose too much heat, drivers can lose control instantly.
So if I search for...
Ever wondered why F1 drivers zigzag behind the safety car?
Why F1 drivers zigzag. Right there. Okay, that's you. This one got more, 33,000. This one got even more, 135,000. That one is probably the one that created the conflict radius, I'd say. 118,000. No, that's not the same thing. So, let's take a look at this one.
Why do F1 drivers drive in that weird zigzag pattern before the race starts? Well, what looks like a funny little...
So it seems like they used a very similar tool or did the exact same thing that some guru told them to do, but they were the first one to do it. And if they are the first one to do it, then anybody that uploads the same idea afterwards falls into the conflict radius, and YouTube doesn't give them as many impressions, okay? So that's the deal there. That's why I say effort is what we require here at Creator Rant. We want real creators, and real creators create ideas. They come up with them themselves. So if you are using AI, which I think you are, that's probably the dangerous situation going on here. You might have thought of an idea, or you might have asked AI for an idea, or used AI for your own idea to reword it, and that you end up with that issue. Okay.
The middle seat on an airplane sucks. Why does it exist? The seat tests your limits psychologically and socially, all while the window ones and aisle ones come with nice benefits. But airlines don't want to remove it. On one hand, it fits the plane layout perfectly. 3 seats on each side is a good balance of space and amount of seats. Some people also like it since they can socialize, view the window, and only step over one person. But most importantly, airlines are greedy dirtbags. What else did you expect?
Okay. How do I get more likes? Is it an issue with my comment? Do I need a CTA? You don't need a CTA. I think the issue here is the stuff you're saying isn't really displayed visually a whole lot, but also it feels like you're not getting to anything of substance. You're just kind of like talking about it, like you're kind of chilling with it. And the shorts feed has a standard of value that you have to meet. So you have to tell me something that I don't know about it. And it has to be something inherently interesting too. So you saying that it's a perfect balance on the side, like, I don't care, right? If you approach all your content by just saying, like, this fact is a fact, it doesn't mean it's a fun fact. You know what I mean? So I would try to ramp up the facts and the things that you say to, like, the coolest thing. Like, try to focus on the coolest shit you can talk about, and show it visually the best way you possibly can. I do like the approach of all the memes, but you lose a little bit of clarity sometimes. That's it.
Also like it since they can socialize, view the window, and only step over one.
Like, you're kind of telling me stuff I already know because I'm a human and I've sat in a middle seat. Like, they suck. Okay, we get it. But, like, if you tell me a crazy idea or a crazy reason why planes force it, and you get to that point, and you can show me a diagram of why they chose that, then I'm more into it. All right, let me refresh.
Slowest movement between Dark Souls all the way to the fastest. With the
what?
Slowest movement between Dark Souls.
Oh yeah. Enunciate just a little bit better on that. Slowest movement.
All the way to the fastest. With the speedrunner trick at the end.
Ow.
Overweight.
It's my fault. I have it too loud. Okay, one more time.
Slowest movement between Dark Souls all the way to the fastest. With the speedrunner trick at the end. Overweight is the slowest movement speed in Dark Souls.
I know that hook. Here's the first video I made with Hook Bomb. I think I cooked hard compared to my others. I messed up though, and I had to delete it when it was at 12K, and I re-uploaded it. Oh shit. So this one was at 12K, but you deleted it. But you said this one's stuck at 1K, so it's popping up. Okay. YouTube got me with the April Fools. All right, this right here, you don't need to explain that. All this does is add information to the short that the algorithm might be confused about. So, yeah, no need for that stuff there. I really like the hook, but it sucks that you didn't get a chance to take advantage of what Hook Bomb does.
Slowest movement speed in Dark Souls, all the way to the fastest.
Slowest movement speed in Dark Souls, all the way to the fastest. That's very difficult to say.
With the speedrunner trick at the end.
Oh my god, very, very good.
Overweight is the slowest movement speed in Dark Souls. That happens when you go over the maximum equip load. If you could beat the game like this, congrats! You've probably wasted 5 years of your life. Next up is heavy load. That's anything about 50% equip load. A lot of new players end up here, but all it really does is make you slower and way worse at dodging. Then we've got...
Man, I like it. I don't know what else to say besides I think you just kind of screwed yourself by doing the delete thing, but I think you already know that. I think you're really good. Just keep doing it, man. Keep working at it. I'm gonna add you to the John playlist on the Discord. Okay, that way I can keep up with what you're up to.
The NBA has not been the same since they allowed players to carry the ball. I might be exaggerating, but look at this play by LeBron. He takes 2 or 3 steps with the ball under his hand. It might as well not even be in the rule book. And in this play with Jaylen Brown, there's 3 carries in 1 play. The NBA has not been the same since...
Oh, damn, that was a hell of a loop because I didn't even catch it. All right, so... I didn't know that you could do that. I want to revive the channel as it's been quiet. Any recommendation on how to make NBA footage work for long form and short form? Oh, well, we're not kind of doing that here. There we go. Can shorts and long form work together for this type of niche? No, I don't think so. I really don't. Because people want little pieces of value and entertainment in the shorts feed, and if you've shown them something they want more of, it's usually with a podcast or live stream clips. Okay, with this I don't think it'll work, just being honest. But don't spread yourself thin and try to do too much, right? Focus on one thing. That's what I recommend. All right, then the editing.
The NBA has not been the same since they allowed players to carry the ball.
I think it's a really, really good idea. I would throw an arrow in there to point at what you're talking about, though. Because you said the dude carries 3 times in a row, or LeBron...
2 or 3 steps with the ball.
Yeah, like right there. I would throw an arrow and point it at. Also, this is like the... I don't know why the fucking quality is so low.
Under his hand. It might as well not even be in the rule book. And in this play with Jaylen Brown, there's 3 carries in 1 play. The NBA is...
Yeah. Anyway, I think it's a really good idea. So, honestly, I don't think you have many problems outside of what I've already talked about. See how that did. 27,000? Hell yeah, dude. Okay. All right, let's move on. Doom, doom. Number 66. Let me bring up the spinner again so you guys can watch the timer.
Not to alarm you, but I've been doing this job for a very, very long time. And you are the healthiest patient I have ever seen in my life. April Fools, you will actually be dying in 6 to 7 days.
6, 7.
Yep. 6, 7 days. Say hi to my grandmother for me, okay?
Okay.
Not to alarm you, but I've been doing this job for a very, very long time. And you...
What the fuck? That came out of nowhere. This flopped, but seems to be randomly picking up speed. But this format is a bit different. So, you said you don't normally do text hooks. You go to the doctor on April Fool's Day. It's not a very strong one to me. It doesn't make me interested in what's going to happen at the end. That's the way you judge it. If it said something... Okay, I don't know if this is a person or an AI or whatever, but if it was an AI, then it said something like, I can't believe the AI acted this way, or I can't believe I got that reaction. That makes me think, wow, something's going to happen at the end. But you go to the doctor on April Fool's Day, it's not as strong. It's not as suggestive that something crazy is about to happen. You know what I mean? If it said something like, glad I got my concealed carry permit, then people were like, what's going to happen? Right? I hope you understand where that text hook should make sense. This person says, I don't even see the text hook. It's the text right there. That's where it's at. Yeah.
Healthiest patient I have ever seen in my life. April Fool.
Yeah. Honestly, if the text hook was just a little stronger, I bet this would have performed better.
Very long time. And you are the healthiest.
That's it. Really. That's it. The hook, I just got to set up a little bit of an expectation. Expectation. All right.
The leader ordered the mass execution of every sparrow in the country to save his people from hunger, but he unintentionally caused the deadliest famine in history. You see, he believed the birds were the ones stealing all the grain, so the citizens spent days banging pots and pans to keep the sparrows in the air until they literally dropped dead from exhaustion. But there was one thing they forgot. Sparrows don't just eat grain, they eat locusts. Without the birds to keep them in check, the locust population exploded into the billions. The insects swarmed the countryside, eating everything the birds didn't.
Okay. I think it's fine. I want to check the... Okay. I changed my niche to this one. Last niche was sports, kind of slop. But after a month of not posting and changing... Oh, so you actually did it on the same channel? Where's the sports stuff? Yeah. So I'm gonna assume that something got deleted or privated, maybe, which took... I mean, that's probably gonna penalize you a little bit, just so you know. Not severely if it's privated. If it's deleted, yes, for sure. But they seem to be doing well. I like the style. I changed the niche to this one. It was sports, kind of slop, but after a month of not posting, views are still down. They look good to me, like this one. Wondering how I can bring views back up. You need to simplify your stuff. Like, I can't remember most details of this. I can't remember the point of it at all, because it seems like you're just kind of saying a bunch of shit all really, really fast, and then this happened, and then this, and then the birds don't eat locusts, and it just, like, nothing really had a dynamic accent to it. Like, there was nothing that felt important, because it all just kind of stayed the same level. I don't really know how to explain that better.
Execution of every sparrow in the country to save his people from hunger, but he unintentionally caused the deadliest famine in history.
Okay, that's too confusing. It's too confusing of a hook. It doesn't sound confusing, or it definitely doesn't seem it when you write it, but what did he do again to cause the famine? Because I don't remember. Let me see it again. I hope you understand.
The leader ordered the mass execution of every sparrow in the country
to
save his people from hunger, but
the leader ordered...
He unintentionally caused the deadliest famine in history.
Okay. Yeah, the hook has like 3 points to it that it's just tough to like grasp. If you start out and say, like, this village was starving. When suddenly, like, I don't know, this village was starving, so the leader decided to do... this village was starving, so the leader did something drastic. One day, and then you go into it, like, I don't know, man, you're, like, trying to smash a bunch of different things real fast into a hook, whereas maybe it just needs to be... You need to talk at the shorts viewers level, okay? Honestly, that'll help you out so much. I know somebody that did similar content to this, kind of actually a similar style, but yeah, it also felt kind of the same, where it was just like a lot of stuff, and now he gets millions of views because he's changed some shit up. All right, let me move on here.
What if Saitama raised Goku? Day 1. Baby Goku lands on...
What happened there?
What if Saitama raised Goku? Day 1.
What was the point of that?
Baby Goku lands on Earth.
Oh, it's because it's AI generated shit, and you had to do a trans. Okay, I get it. Can I monetize it? I doubt it.
It's Goku. Day 1.
For one, it's an IP, so it puts YouTube at risk, and it's low effort, I guess. Like, honestly, if I see this, okay, looks like you started a skeleton niche. So you're just kind of looking for the least amount of work you can do to try to make money. That's, yeah, because this was a skeleton niche. All the skeleton niche ones do grease for some reason. Like, dude, like, nobody has original ideas. I cannot fathom. I can't. I'm sorry.
I know how you kids like them sloppy.
All right. We're gonna do Q&A and then VIP. So, do hashtag question. Do it now. Hashtag question. And ask me a question. Ask me anything. I'll be right back. You have to ask something. You can't just type hashtag question. All right. Hashtag ketchup. Why did that not work? Stop moving. Stop moving. Sorry, give me 1 sec. This is so annoying. Okay. What happens if I click this? There we go. All right, hashtag question, ketchup or mustard? Mustard. It's ketchup all day. Ketchup, I go crazy with ketchup. But I'm also a barbecue sauce dude. Are you subscribed to Epidemic Sound? Correct. That's what you're hearing right now. The first song I wrote and recorded, but yeah. What's my favorite food? Why are we doing this right now? Okay. How long did it take you to blow up on shorts? It's kind of a funny story how that happened, actually. It took me, I don't know, 3 years or something like that, because I screwed around on a different channel, and then I did a few things on the Hey John Scott channel, and then I got a job at vidIQ, and then one day I decided to focus on storytelling, and the first short I put out, it went viral. And so, I guess, like, it was the first time I actually tried, but I knew exactly what I was gonna do. And, yeah. It's a longer story, I just don't have enough time to go into it. But I've only been doing YouTube for like 4 years. How do you think it's possible to learn 3D modeling with IT programming background to start Shorts channel? Yeah, go to viral.school. It'll be the fastest way you learn. I hate to sell you something, but it'll be the fastest way you learn how to do 3D modeling in like 2 hours, right? So all the stuff you see on the John Scott channel, I'll just show you real quick because like it's not gonna make sense unless you see it. youtube.com/@HeyJohnScott. So this right here is the types of shorts that I teach people how to do. So there I was, stuck in traffic, and I see this woman scream. So it's like, it's me, but it's also like I'm in the scene. And that's what I teach people to do in 2 hours. But the thing that I teach them, I actually teach them how to do this exact one, the one that got 5 million. So you'll see exactly how this is made all in 2 hours. I try to only give you the details you need because I hate when people try to tell me everything. But anyway, what do you think about shorts when you tell Minecraft update and stuff? I think Minecraft update's fine, but just know that a lot of people will cover it. So if you're the second one to cover it, then you have to do something a little different. I've heard that following up with a good video will help. I have heard that you following up a good video with another helps solidify your channel. Is it better to take time on my next video or make sure to release on my normal schedule? Since it's you, let me point out that the Hey John Scott channel, because I put so much effort into each one, it was like a month in between these. And it was, of course, like 6 million, 2 million, 5 million, 5 million, 2 million. I focused on quality because the algorithm knew what my channel was doing. So I think I wouldn't sacrifice any quality for you, okay, at all, because I know what you're doing takes time. Keep up your reputation. That means everything in this day and age. Should I keep Oogly Boogly in my shorts? Go back to the go back to the one where I talked about it. I answered that question. The course is worth it, 100%. Oh, Will. I'd say he's biased, but he was saying that before I hired him. All right, let me go back. Okay, here. Questions, or yeah, how to make your voice sound professional if you don't have a mic or headphone. Grab your phone and go to the recording option and then hit the record button and talk like this. Kind of make it close and then save it and send that recording to your computer or whatever you edit on. Your phone is a great microphone because that's what it's supposed to do. What's Oogly Boogly? If you know, you know. Is skits better than storytelling shorts? I don't know how to answer that. It's just whatever you are good at or whatever you like to do. There's no good or bad. How long should the hook be for a short? I think 3 seconds, but it could be up to 7 seconds. I don't know. Like that's like people asking me how long a short should be. It's specific to the piece of content. What style do you recommend for a small gaming niche like art? I recommend you put your face on camera. I recommend that you do storytelling, right? But just like situations that happen, like you're playing art. Well, actually, you know what? You don't have to put your face on camera, but the Hairpin Bandit is one of my favorites right now. He does... Yeah. Go look up Hairpin Bandit and just watch him do that. All right. Does adding captions and voiceover ranking videos? I'm done with that already. Ranking videos is stealing content times 5. And adding a voiceover or caption, it's never enough. Okay? Everybody tries to ask me that, but I know you're not going to add enough to make it transformative at all. You would have it would end up being like 3 minutes long if that were the case. So, no, just don't do it. The end. Do you like PNG content? I guess it just depends on the channel if they're good at it or not. All right. How the fuck do I re-upload a short properly if I need to do with the metadata and stuff? That's a good question. I will answer it in a second. Okay, so if I've ever had to re-upload a short, because I have done this before, I definitely don't recommend doing it now, but if you have to, go and re-export it from your project file. Go and re-export it so it has complete new metadata and do it that way. But make sure you change something visually about it. Add subtitles if it didn't have it. Anything, right? Because if YouTube gets the same like image pattern, the same frames, it's gonna know it's a re-upload regardless of metadata. So just keep that in mind, okay? Is Roblox Rant something I should continue or just not the way to go? The fact that you're asking this question should tell you no, because you need to be obsessed. You need to be passionate about what you create. And if you need my permission to do something, you're not passionate enough. I hate to say that, but like you have to like what you do. And if I can change your mind about that, that's a problem. Do you think long form will become the king again? I do, but I think it's going to be vertical. Which is, it's a prediction I have that nobody shares, but I think it's going to be vertical. Either that or it's going to be a different format. It's still going to be long. I think longs will take over again, but it's going to be a different format than what we're dealing with because eventually AR will take over. It'll be glasses. So whatever fits in the glasses, if that's a wide or a vertical or maybe just a square or a circle, I don't know. But I do think it'll be long. But it's going to take a little while to get there, probably a couple years. Eventually, people will be sick of the overwhelm of just substanceless content, and long form will take over. You're in a really good spot, Kayla, because, or Kaylia, sorry, I don't know. Because you're actually like building your brand, you're putting yourself out there with long content that people can stick around for hours with you. It's really smart what you're doing. Good position to be in. Okay. Yo, it's you. I follow your YouTube because I do game dev at AI Dev. AIA Dev. This person's a fan. All right. Now we're going to do VIPs. For those that don't know, there's a VIP section in the Discord. Go to realcreator.community if you want to join it, but VIPs always get picked. So we're going to do that now. Holy shit, there's 10. Okay. All right. First one is Big Mayo Nation.
This is quite possibly the best little flashlight you could ever own. And here's why.
Okay. Wanted some feedback on this style. I do quick reviews of gadget. I like this. I've been sitting on this one for a month, but I challenged myself to see if I can make a quick review that hit all the important beats. Wondering how you feel about... Okay.
It's better than your mama's cornbread. This is quite possibly the best little flashlight you could ever own. And here's why it's better than your mama's cornbread.
Starting a hook with just an opinion isn't strong enough.
Your mama's cornbread might be a 10 out of 10, but can it live on your keychain? Can it pump out 50 lumens of bright white light? It's small like a Lego man. It's made of aircraft grade aluminum. The switch is magnetic, and so is the base. Built-in USB for charging. It's the OLED Mini 2.
Okay, all the things that were relevant.
Can it live on your keychain? Can it pump out 50 lumens of bright white light? It's small like a Lego man. It's made of aircraft grade aluminum. Which is magnetic, and so is the base. Built-in USB for charging. It's the OLED Mini 2.
Yeah, so I think the pacing is fine, but I'm not sure you're focusing on all the things that other people care about, right? I do like it. The joke is probably where everybody left. Because it's like, all right, I'm going to see why
you could ever own.
I'm going to see why he thinks it's the best one I could ever own. But then when you, like, put a joke in there, it's like a personality force. And people are like, all right, I'm not sticking around for this. So... yeah, it's not that you can't joke, it's just that you can joke after a really powerful hook, but that one's just not powerful enough. I'd recommend taking a look at other product review ones. Like, let me just look at Hook Bomb real quick. I'm sure that there's something in there. I don't know if I put anything under marketing recently. I think I... Okay, this one you have to have a high price for, so that won't work. Here.
This brand new electric dirt bike, they say can go 60 miles per hour. Well, let's put it to the test.
I guess if you were doing tests. So this is the brightest, this tiny little keychain is as bright as a car's headlight. Let's put it to the test or whatever. Like, I don't know what the stats are of the lumens, but that's something that you could do because people want to know, like, what, if that's true, if you could test it, that sort of thing. Hold on. There's one here recently. Man, what the fuck was that one? There was one in here that I really love. You know what? I'm going to send it to you in Discord on how I would go about it. But it was like showing a list of the features could help too on this one. The features that I really liked are... the size is pretty obvious. You don't really have to say it because I can see your hands the whole time. It's can fit on a keychain. That's fine and all. But like the magnet thing is really, really cool. I love that. Showing it in different positions and all that stuff. So whatever the feature, yeah, I would just talk about the features. Hopefully that helps you a little bit. But the hook just didn't grab me. I'm gonna give you some better hooks for products. I just haven't. I can't grab one right now. Oh, you know what? It was in tech. Oh, well, anyway, it's in tech if you have Hook Bomb. All right, I gotta move on though. This one is bitter, 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 bitter.
You're mining diamonds all wrong.
Are you serious?
When most people run into diamonds on a new world, they mine all of them.
Okay, I've already reviewed this. Like, I've already told you everything I have to say about it. You said, what are the odds this gets pushed back out? I seem to flatline everywhere between 15 to 25k. I don't think the odds... I don't know. I don't really know about this one because of the dip that I said at the end where you April Fools people and it drops at 35. So I don't really know if it's going to get pushed back out, but I would never personally ask that question because I don't care. Like, I would just focus on making the next thing. Why does it matter so much if it does? I'm just wondering. Why do you care? Like, it's already, it's over with. You know, you learned what you had to learn and you just keep working. So I don't necessarily know if YouTube would find any value in pushing something like that out. I'll show people what this is, though.
You're mining diamonds all wrong.
Are you serious?
When most people run into diamonds on a new world, they mine all of them. Don't do that. Do this instead. Only mine 3 diamonds. Return to the surface and make a diamond pickaxe. Re-roll a librarian villager until you get fortune 3. Buy the book and add it to your pickaxe.
I don't know what that means. I hope that's relevant.
Fortune gives you a 60% chance of getting extra diamonds. Now, go
Okay.
back and get that vein. Now, with the 60% chance of 2, 3, or 4 diamonds, the average yield is 2.2 diamonds per ore. And now,
Yeah, I definitely think the points that are made could be shortened a little bit. Yeah, because you do this instead. Then at the end, it
diamonds
drops.
per ore. And now you can mine in confidence knowing you're doing it like a pro. And that's why... Wait, how do you do a loop again? Wait, what's my line?
In this video,
Oh, right. Thank you.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
mining diamonds.
Yeah, so the whole ending was just something that I would have bailed as soon as I heard it, and that's why, because I'm so used to people doing so many loops. But yeah, my recommendation, dude, you're on a roll with Hook Palm. Just keep creating, right? These are doing really, really well. Yeah, ever since you started using it, 22k, 19k, you just got to keep creating. You've only been doing this for a little bit. YouTube is still learning what your best audience is. All right, Cat Mom Chronicles.
I can't believe what happened today. When I work from home, I love to check in on my boys.
Okay, I get what you're doing with the hook because it makes people think what happened. It's not as strong as you think it is, though. I can't believe what happened today. That would have worked in 2014. That's like the BuzzFeed-y type thing. Like, you won't believe number 5, right? It gives no detail about the topic at all. Now, hooks have to at least be grounded something in what you're talking about, because if you don't provide even that context, then people are like, I don't care, right? So make sure you make the hook about the cat instead. You made it about you.
What happened today? When I work from home, I love to check in on my boys. They're always in bed upstairs. I mean, always. But today, something strange happened.
Okay, so that's a better... Okay.
I had like 5 minutes before my next Teams meeting, so I went upstairs, but they were both gone.
Okay.
I didn't have much time.
I feel like you've started 3 different stories right now.
I'm left, so I was searching all the regular spots. Nope. Then I had to use the bathroom, and there they were, in the bathtub. And Turkle, one ear tucked under, staring at nothing. He's not broken, I promise. He's just in battery saver mode.
Okay, so this story here is you were rushed and you wanted to check on the cats. You had a certain time frame for teams, but you couldn't find them anywhere. You checked all the normal spots. You finally found them. Anything before that and anything after that, cut out, okay? All this stuff that you're saying now, nobody stuck around for because you found the cats already. That's it. That's the end of the story. So nobody's sticking around after that. That's just how the shorts feed works. And then anything before that, the context of the cats are normally there, could be solved in one sentence. I went up to check where my cats normally sleep because I only had 2 minutes before my next meeting, so I went to check where my cats normally are, but I couldn't find them. That's it. That's all you'd have to say. And that would cut out the first 10 to 15 seconds. Yep, that's it. Cool. Yeah, that's, dude, storytelling, it's so difficult to get, but once you do, it's great. It's like a secret weapon. Hopefully that helps here. Let's roll on to Stefan Gaming BE.
Ik wist dat alle gamers niet even slim zijn. Maar hier hebben we 2 prachtexemplaren. In Engeland heeft een man een Xbox 360 verkocht voor maar 5.
Was this one sent today? Because I saw this one before. Why do you think it's doing so well? Oh, okay, he translated it for me. That's why. Okay, let's take a look. So, he said, I knew all gamers are not that smart, but here we have 2 brilliant examples. By the way, this is a VIP. I don't normally take non-English submissions at all, but this is a VIP, okay? So, I knew all gamers are not that smart, but here we have 2 brilliant examples. Okay, in English, I would have said that differently, but there's no way I can communicate that here. In England, a man sold an Xbox 360 for €5 at a flea market. You might not think, or you not think that's not special, right? But what the seller didn't know, this is great storytelling. You're just building it correctly. But what the seller didn't know is that it wasn't a regular Xbox. It was a dev kit. I would not have revealed that right then, right? This was no normal Xbox, and one day the guy bought it or whatever, but anyway. The buyer soon realized there was something special about it because there was a sticker on the box. Yeah, the fact that it's a dev kit is something that you reveal at the end, right? You build it up to, like, this guy had no idea what he just bought, right? What missions never seen before, but the buyer thinks he's just as smart. You get everything right away. Okay. Okay, so why does it do so well? It seems like you've got a solid grasp on storytelling to get above the 30K view. Honestly, everybody left at dev kit, most likely. So that's something that you put down here, right? And then this right here could probably be cut out. But this is a culture thing that I don't know what gets attention in your culture. But in America, we don't care about context in that sense, right? We don't need a build up. We just need you to get right to it because we have 0 attention span. So in England, a man sold an Xbox 360 for €5 at the flea market. This, what do you call a market seller? This game business, this seller just made the worst mistake of his life. Bam. Okay. Or this seller just made the worst mistake of his life. Yeah, that's a really good hook. And then this guy put up an Xbox 360 for €5, but he had no idea it'd be the worst mistake of his life. That's a hell of a hook right there. And then we can skip the dev kit. And so as soon as a buyer comes up, so somebody buys it, but they had no idea what they bought, right? You build that up. So I'm assuming like a lot of this, half of this could be cut out, and you could make the story much more compact, and you would build it better. Now, the way that I just explained it to you, it kind of felt like a ramble, but if you go back through this live stream and cut out the perfect things I said and put them in a certain order, that's your viral video. I don't recommend doing this story again, but just take the things that I said and apply it to the next one. All right, let's move on to film fractures. Hey John, wanted to get your opinion on this. I'm doing film theories, wanted a funnier video. Okay. Do you see a format like this succeeding?
Quentin Tarantino really likes feet.
That's who the f*** I am!
Like, everyone knows he's a little bit of a freak about it, but the craziest part is, his weird obsession is actually the secret ingredient that makes his movies masterpieces. By forcing these massive megastars like Brad Pitt, Uma Thurman, or Margot Robbie to literally kick their shoes off and sit barefoot on a giant movie screen, it completely shatters their ego. This little trick forces them into giving the most grounded, Oscar-worthy performances of their entire careers. Hit subscribe if you love feet, because seriously, have you noticed how Quentin Tarantino really likes feet?
That's who the f*** I am!
Like, everyone knows he's a little bit of a
Okay. Hold on, let me think on this.
Quentin Tarantino really likes feet.
I love that you used this clip. That's like so good.
Like, everyone knows he's a little bit of a freak about it, but the craziest part is, his weird obsession is actually the secret ingredient that makes his movies masterpiece.
I don't have a problem with this. Like, normally I could tear it down. Like, the only thing I could think to do is to skip past the beginning to this part and then use that's who the fuck I am clip later, somewhere. Like, Quentin Tarantino's obsession with feet is actually the reason his movies do so well. Let me explain. Like, something along those lines. But that's just the way that I would go about it. I've also tried to take your advice and keep this condensed and straight to the point. Well, now you know you could do it more. Yeah. I think it could work. I do. It's really just topic now, right? It seems like you do have a good format here. Maybe this isn't the best thing. A lot of people talk about his obsession with feet. But you came at it with a different perspective. So I would expect this to perform better. But then again, there might be some variables. Oh, it's 3 hours ago. There might be some variables that I'm missing, right? So, yeah, I'd try it again. Like, you did just make a big pivot switch, right? Because it was all Spider-Man before? No. You did Backrooms, Spider-Man. What is it? What are you doing here? It seems like you're doing some reposting. Anyway, yeah, hopefully that helps you. I forgot what I said, but yeah, you could. It seems like you have an artistic way of presenting things that might be getting in your way just a tiny bit. All right, more condensed could help, but I think that you're very, very close to a good format. Sorry, I was selecting something here. Yeah, keep it up.
This thief tried robbing a gas station worker and lived to regret it. Because after breaking into the store late at night and seeing no one was inside, he ran over to the register, grabbed a handful of cash, and made for the door. But that's when he felt someone was behind him. He turned around and realized the cashier had been standing in the back of the store the entire time. As he turned around and saw the doors had already been locked, it was too late. This thief tried robbing a gas...
Yeah, I still feel the same way. John, you mentioned in my last submission that my hook could mislead the viewer to think it was about a true story rather than a fictional scenario. When I said that, I was saying it would be better if it was true, because like, and then you actually had something that people would care about. They would grasp, like, they'd be like, oh, okay. Or to do something plausible. This is, yeah. So I've had a lot of horror story type animations come through, and it is just so difficult to make people care about them because people know it's fake already. And so they just kind of skip to the next thing. Like, man, the shorts feed isn't a place for this. And I hate that it's not, but Levi, before he went to Pixel Beef, he was doing something that was horror based, and he was telling, dude, the animations were so fucking good. So good. But like, nobody cares because they're in the shorts feed and they're not ready for cinema. They're not really ready for deep nonfiction stories. They want something grounded in reality, something that gives them the dope. Like, they're not prepared for it, right? They're not primed for they're not primed for fiction right now when they're in the shorts feed. So if you are going to continue doing this, I'd recommend doing it in long form. Man, I hate that that's the advice I got to give, but that's how I feel about it. It's not really your approach to it at all. It's just that it's a content type that just doesn't see a lot of success in the shorts feed. I'm saying this as I don't know how I would do it. I wouldn't ever give this type of advice if I could fucking fix it, but I don't know how I would even approach it. So, yeah, man, I don't want you to change whatever you're doing, right? I don't want you to do something you're not passionate about, but at this moment, if this were me, I'd be like, well, you know what? I am going to try a real story just to see how it works out. Last year in Georgia, like I did one for the Hey John Scott thing that I really enjoyed, and it was news about the New Orleans people that escape jail, and it was an experiment just to see how I felt about it, and I had a lot of fun making it. But I forget how it did. 12 million views. So yeah. Oh, sorry.
Staring at a toilet. Now, so there they were, 10 prisoners staring at a toilet.
So that was the angle, staring at a toilet. It was the weirdest thing that you could say in that, because they actually broke the toilet and escaped out the back. But what's the weirdest thing I can say about this story? Prisoners are staring at a toilet. That's like, why, right? That's an immediate hook. Why? But yeah, that's it. I just kind of broke down the real story, and I went super creative with it. And it made me feel like the passion I have for something like this isn't about the content type. It's about how creative I can get with it. That's where I get fulfilled. How creative can I be? So that's my best advice, dude. How creative can you be with something that people are really, really interested in? That's the same advice I gave Levi. I hope this helps, dude. And if it doesn't, I'll refund you for the VIP. No problem. I'm not going to make people pay for something if they don't get value out of it. So I totally understand if that's the way you want to go. All right, Night Guard. Night Guard, Night Guard, Night Guard. How do I visually make the hook better? I notice my videos, the hook makes it or breaks it. Okay, visually, well, let's see.
You will never believe how much the blob from FNAF weighs. First of all, we...
Okay, so for me, I don't understand what I'm looking at. Maybe it's because it's not zoomed out enough or something. I see like, I don't know what that is. Maybe a face here and maybe a face here. And then the rest is goop, or I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe tentacles?
You will never believe how much the blob from FNAF weighs. First of all, we know it weighs under the weight of William's mom, so under 10 tons. Then we have to take into account
it was good.
Count every single animatronic that's in the blob to properly measure it.
Okay, Dad, dude, you're too zoomed in to whatever that picture is. I guess I would just try to look for a more expanded version of it. What is it called? The Blob? The Blob FNAF. Whoa, there's a zoomed out picture right there. Now I can actually understand. There's like context. I get it now. Okay. It's a big lump of people or whatever. Yeah, so this is the kind of thing that I'm saying. This zoomed out, now I get it. It's like a big boss or something. I don't know. Like the Rat King. Okay, so I get that. Yeah, you're just too zoomed in, man.
We can visibly see 5 animatronic heads. So using their proportion...
I would have circled them on a picture of the blob, because you're not showing me that, you're showing something else.
5 animatronic heads. So using their proportions, we can estimate that around 14 animatronics are in the blob. Each animatronic weighs roughly 110 kilograms, or around 240 pounds, which multiplied by 14 animatronics, 1,500 kilograms.
Okay, yeah, aside from that, there's a lot of math and stuff that I'm not going to stick around to watch personally. You said looking forward to getting Hook Bomb when I get back home because of the issues with monetization. Yeah, and so I hate that happened to you, man. But just as a forewarning to people, if you have a template of sorts and it kind of feels the same way to the algorithm, like you might get demonetized, right? It doesn't seem like it's as obvious now. It was a little bit before, but anyway, yeah, it really, really sucks. I hate that. Yeah, so hopefully everything I said helps. I know the blob, there was a lot of context there. Channel name, not your mom. Okay.
You ask your friend for the time.
Oh, because I said you're not my mom. I forgot about that.
You ask your friend for the time and he doesn't respond. You ask again, still nothing. You have to practically shout before he even looks up. Turns out your friend has hearing loss, so he visits an audiologist who runs a few tests and sends him home with something tiny. It sits invisible inside his ear, and a tiny microphone picks up every sound around him. A processor amplifies it, and suddenly everything is crisp and clear. A hearing aid, and he gets more confident with his speech and how he carries himself. He checks his watch and finally tells you the time. You ask your friend for the time and...
Okay. What would I do here? Here, let me think on this. By the way, everybody, we are going to get back to normal reviews here in a second. This is the last VIP.
He doesn't respond. You ask again.
I love what you're doing here. I'm just wondering if there's like better topics to talk about that you can show and display. When I think of, if you're going to talk about how a hearing aid works and stuff like that, I almost want to see an animation of it, to be honest with you. You know what we'll do is we'll look at that one guy. I know I got a couple of them in Hook Bomb. Let's open Hook Bomb again. Maybe it's education. I know there's like one of them in here, but it's like a couple pages back. Okay, so the top-down desk makes sense if it's talking about school, which that's what this one is.
This is the phone of someone who's passing.
Okay, and he's showing things outside of the table.
The first is failing. What apps do...
Okay, there's another version. Let's see.
You arm wrestle your friend during lunch and he destroys you. Here's the lifting routine you use to get more fit. One day my friend said he wanted to eat better and start exercising more. So I said, let's agree to start working out together. He was down, so we pulled out our laptops, went to Google, and found a beginner workout routine. On Monday, we marched into the gym and hit chest, shoulders, and triceps. On Wednesday, we hit...
Okay, so when I'm watching yours, there's not a whole lot of like interspersed or intermingled like footage that would take me away. Like, I lose interest pretty fast because I feel like it's very dull. It's keeping me in the same spot. Here, let me
think. For the time and he doesn't respond. You ask again, still nothing.
This might have been better shown on a phone, even like a zoomed in phone.
You have to practically shout before he even looks up. Turns out your friend has hearing.
Man, it's so creative. It's you know what? Maybe it's the topic. I'm just like I'm not so drawn into it, I guess.
So he visits an audiologist who runs a few tests and sends him home with something tiny. It sits invisible inside his ear and a tiny microphone.
Man, it's so like, this is really, really cool. Honestly, if you had just like intermingled a little bit of other footage outside of this shot, I think it would have worked really, really well. I would light this better because it seems like you've got one light over here and that's it. You need like two top-down lights to make it bright. Like
back and
this guy's.
You wrestle your friend during lunch and
this
he
guy's.
destroys you.
Man, you know what? Maybe it's because his is like more saturated. It just feels and looks better.
You use to get. One day, my friend said he wanted to eat better and start exercising more. So I said, let's agree to start working out.
Yeah. So I maybe it's, you know, his storytelling makes me interested. I would say let's work on your storytelling a little bit and what other stuff you can show. Okay. Let's get back to normal people. We're going to keep working on that in VIP. All right. All right. Back to the normies. That was the real creators. All right. Let's start spinning again. Number 72. Vammy Films. I guess that's how you say that. Vammy?
What if Saitama raised Goku?
That's not it, is it? Yep, it was. All right. Oh. No, okay, I see what you did there. Let me just take a look here and search for Vammy, V-A-M-I, and we have 12 submissions from Vammy Films all today. All right, let's go ahead and ban that person. And we'll move on. All right. What a butthead. Totally screwed up everything. Now I'm gonna like draw his name a bunch. 87. This one's called Rank Master. I'm gonna go ahead and assume.
I know how you kids I'm sloppy.
Yep. All right, number 84. This one's called Genie, J-I-N-I. Let's see.
What you're looking at right now is the reason we might never be alone in the universe. It's called Voyager.
It's Roblox. Roblox is the reason.
1. In 1977, we launched it carrying a golden record containing Earth's location, our music, our voices.
How can I improve more is your question. I'd cover topics or something that isn't done to death. And I mean, if you just search on YouTube, Voyager 1 is so covered. So are you a space Roblox Rants creator? Yeah, you were doing space before. There's Roblox Rants mixed in. Okay, it's not all space. So how can I improve? Yeah, look, it's a topic issue. Honestly, when it comes to Roblox Rants, you have to do something really unique to stand out. We have somebody that did that, Ghost Rants. But other than that, it's such a difficult niche to break through. I don't recommend doing Roblox Rants, to be honest with you. Some people can pull it off because they do something super new, super unique, but the Voyager is just something that's over covered. So look for something that's not overdone, I guess. You could still do Roblox Rants.
This is the best mid-game recipe. This is the best mid-game recipe. As the vid goes, it becomes...
Can't use the music here. You said, what could be done better? Hook, story. Mid-game recipe, as vid goes, it becomes better and expensiver. So, the first is the cheapest. Okay, it's a good idea. You go from cheapest to... Yeah, you say, as the vid goes on, it gets more expensive, right? That you need to... Give that to a native English speaker and see when it makes sense. You know, ask them, hey, am I saying something wrong? You might want to do that. Because expensiver is not a word. But...
Mid-game recipe. As the vid goes, it becomes better and expensiver.
As the vid goes. So, the hook is bad. You should say something like, going from cheapest to most expensive recipes. There, now I understand it. But because you said this is the best mid-game recipe and it goes from cheapest to expensiver, like you're like front-loading a bunch of knowledge that I have to try to remember. So if you make it difficult for the viewer to understand, they're going to swipe. That's the problem. Okay, I would work on hooks. Hooks. Bum, 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 ba-la-la-da-da-ba-dow. Number 61. The Overcrew. All right.
Each mob drops a different amount of XP.
Very good.
And that can create skulk. But what creates more? 100 cows, 25 piglin brutes, or 10 withers? Honestly, I did not know who was gonna win. But after getting everything ready,
Okay, that's your big problem right there. You've set it up already. I get it. But then you like continue talking about the setup. And it seems like you're doing it on purpose for retention. It's a bad move.
I did not know who was gonna win. But after getting everything ready, it's time.
Okay, yeah, all that stuff, you could just cut that shit out.
Cue the music, and while you're locking in your guess...
Oh my god, get to it!
If you want to support me, we're so close to 20,000...
Don't fucking do a CTA right now, dude. Oh, Jesus, okay.
This was 100 cows. Then we had 20...
Okay, alright, so me acting like a petty bitch just then, all the stuff that I did, that's what viewers feel, okay? So that whole middle section needs to be cut out. Don't do CTAs. Don't try to explain the setup or the story. It's like, here's the situation. How much will they drop? You don't have to explain anything else. Get to it, right? And that'll bring it down to a 20-second short, and it'll be a good one. All right, let's move on. You got some super talent right there, dude. Oh man, it's so close. I see this channel hitting millions. Just rock the hook, get a solid hook, and then meet the expectation with it.
Throwback to 2021, when the most heartbreaking story happened. This streamer named Average Harry was on a live stream chatting with his viewers, when suddenly a group of people walked past him. He instantly covered his face with his hands, but when he put it down to see if they were gone, you can tell he was actually trying hard not to cry.
Look at that
It turns out the people that walked past him were laughing at him for talking to himself. But the sad part is that he was just sitting alone, minding his own business with his chat. Why are people so cruel?
Oh, that was it. Okay. So. That does not seem like what happened. I don't know. That's very weird. Or it seems like it was set up. But anyway, this story, this Harry story, what is it?
Go back to 2021, when the most heartbreaking story happened. This streamer named Average Harry.
Average Harry. So you're doing a throwback. I'm sure it's been done before. But if it's that old, I bet it's been done with Roblox. Roblox rants. Average Harry. Cry? I don't know. Oh, yeah, he did get... That's shitty, man. So I selected shorts, didn't I? You know, it doesn't look like it was covered a whole lot. Okay, so I wonder if it's just because it's Roblox rants that it's doing... I mean, it's probably doing a little bit okay, right? Oh yeah, 125,000 views. So, to be honest, dude, you are at a good point on the conflict radius because you created it, which is this is a great situation to be in, to be honest. Just being honest, you know, TBH. It's a great position to be in because everybody that wants to do this story now will get less impressions than you because you were the first person to really lay it out. You're not completely the first person. There's one that did it before, but without any knowledge, it just looks like it's only the clip. Without any context, I can't believe it, dude. You actually outperformed it. And like when people ask, well, I see people upload second all the time and do better than the first. That's fine. And it still makes sense because to get your own conflict radius, it has to perform well. That's like, it's very important. You have to have a high view duration. And yeah, this one didn't. 2,000 views. So if you had the secret weapon to actually find clips like this, like really important clips that nobody covered, you'd make a killing, even on Roblox rants. So what was your question? What can I do to make them stand out? If you could find more of these, I think you'd do really well. All right, this one's number 105. Paddles Productions. Sweet.
Why am I here? It won't be long until the Jedi find out about this.
Your friends won't be able to save you. All you have to do is give us the information you need, and you may be able to go.
Why?
Okay, so they asked, this is an official clip, and it's releasing soon. Oh, I didn't have the timer going. Let me turn that off for a second. This is important to say. Why is it done so badly on views? I scheduled it, not too many tags, hashtags. You're looking in the wrong place. All the reasons that you think it could have gone wrong is not the reason, right? You presented something that nobody cares about because there's no hook to it. It's a story that takes it takes investing to get into it, right? And so this feels like a long form, especially because it's cut off on the edges. That's number one. It's not going to perform well, and it's not made for the shorts feed. And then at the beginning, it's just Darth Vader walking, and then she says something, but there's no reason for me to watch to the end. This is just a story, but worse, it's just a preview of a story. And this isn't what people are in the shorts feed for, right? But the good news is that you're making this for long form, and that's what long form is for. People will get invested in stories because they're primed for it. This is why they're watching a long form. But in the shorts feed, I gotta be honest, unless there's something that you make for the shorts feed, it's probably not gonna perform well, okay? Just make sure you have that expectation. This isn't the way to market it, all right? All right, let's move on. Sorry, there's not great advice to give there, but I'm saying that as I couldn't make that work either. All right. Okay, so it's him reacting to fan art. It's not your content though, so let's just move on. Level up. I feel like I remember this channel name.
Here's a new co-op space game you need to play with your friends, and it will 100% ruin your relationship.
Okay, so I would have combined those two. This game will ruin friendships. Right?
Co-op space game you need to play with your friends, and it will 100% ruin your relationship. This game throws you and your friends onto a spaceship where you have to...
But it's not going to perform very well anyway. It's a preview of a game. We had one earlier that was very similar, that it's just like, this isn't what the shorts feed is for. This isn't how you market it. You market it by having people play it, and then you feature them having a great time. How am I going to market Creator Rant in the shorts feed? I'm going to pick the best clips from it and then show that. That way people feel FOMO. They feel like they're missing out on something, so they go and watch my live streams. But if I just say, hey, I do these live streams where I do shorts reviews, come and watch, nobody gives a fuck, because they're in the shorts feed to get entertained. They want to see something, they want value. And me saying, hey, I do these live streams is not value. Just like you saying, hey, there's a really cool game out there, it's not value. All right, let's move on. Got to get creative with that marketing. That's what businesses hire me for.
When a wolf is untamed, it will attack any of these 9 mobs in a 16-block radius.
1 second.
When a wolf is untamed. When a wolf is untamed.
Oh, I love that, dude. I don't know if anybody I know what you did.
It will attack any of these 9 mobs in a 16-block radius until they die. But most people don't know that when they're tamed, they will only attack skeleton variants, while ignoring the other 4 mobs. Taming also increases their health from 4 to 20 hearts, which is twice the health of a player. But even more
I could watch this shit forever, dude. Will this perform as well as the short before this one? Just so you know, I can't I can't predict the future. All right, was I right about the last one? I can't remember. What was it? Oh shit! I forget to resume the timer. Was it this one? Piglin.
When a piglin sees a golden ink...
Yeah, so I said that this one will perform, and it got 2.2 million views. All right, so based off your past, have you covered anything about the wolves? Woof. No. Okay, so that's a toss-up right there. Not sure if you did anything about pets. Unknown, Blaze. All right, let me start again real quick, and then we'll move on.
When a wolf is untamed, it will attack any of these 9 mobs in a 16-block radius until they die. But most people don't know that when...
I like that. Most people don't know.
When they're tamed, they will only attack skeleton variants, while ignoring the other 4 mobs.
Okay. Make me more interested now.
Taming also increases their health from 4 to 20 hearts, which is twice the health of a player. But even more people don't know.
Oh, that's the line I was waiting on.
That the tamed wolf is the only mob other than the player that can...
You're very smart.
Kill a mob to drop its experience, and because of their everlasting aggression towards skeletons, the wolf...
Okay, your format is gold. It's awesome. I can't predict that it'll do well. It will do well. It'll do fine. Will it do as well? I don't know. I don't play Minecraft. It seems like piglins, people really like that topic. I don't know if the wolf is that important to the game, but I still think it'll do well. I mean, you know the things that I'm picking out, and you know why you do them, and I can't imagine your content doing bad, to be honest with you.
PC tips for beginners. Search Device Manager and go to System Devices. Find High Precision Timer. Right-click on it and hit Disable for more FPS.
Okay, this is awful. Not your content, but it's the fact that you say that there's tips and you give one and don't even explain why I did it, right? So that's something that I'd recommend focusing on the value that you're offering.
PC tips for beginners.
Tips. That means more than one.
Search Device Manager and go to System Devices. Find High Precision Timer. Right-click on it and hit Disable for more FPS.
Oh, for more FPS. Okay, but you put up the subscribe thing, so I thought for more, subscribe. Yeah, so that's also confusing people.
PC.
But yeah, I would explain a little bit more. Matt, I hope you're here. Maybe you could help this guy out. I saw him earlier. Matt Miller PCs. M Miller PCs. Here he is, right here. I actually don't know if I got the chat on or not. Yeah. You know what? There you go. That guy. That's the guy to ask. He's the genius. All right, let's move on. Number 100. I remember this name, but I can't remember the content. It started well and died off. The metrics seemed good. There's something... By the way, I love it when people say, the metrics seem good, but blah, blah, blah. They don't give me a bunch of numbers because the numbers never matter. I'm glad for brevity.
I almost destroyed a $1,000 OLED monitor, and here's how you can avoid making that same mistake. Now, OLED monitors are extremely sensitive. The pixels responsible for these
God, I wish you had the footage of you almost destroying it. That would have been brilliant.
Amazing colors are actually made up of organic compounds, and these organic compounds are extremely sensitive to harsh chemicals. Typically, to clean my PC, I dip some isopropyl alcohol and then just go around the case.
Okay, sometimes I get lost in my own personal opinion that I can't see what the TAM will do, okay? But this is just what I feel. When you jumped into the colors and stuff like that, it might feel a little more convoluted in the way that you're presenting the value, which is the story. And so I might check out. Let me give it another shot, but when you start going into certain details, people might check out.
I almost destroyed a $1,000 OLED monitor, and here's how you can avoid making that same mistake. Now, OLED monitors are extremely sensitive. The pixels responsible for these amazing colors are actually made up of organic compounds, and these organic compounds are extremely sensitive to harsh chemicals. Typically, to clean my PC, I dip some isopropyl alcohol. Compounds are
Okay, so the organic compound thing, I think that's where I checked out. Whereas the screen is very sensitive to certain chemicals. I get that. I'm a 4th grader. I get it, right? Oh, the screen, don't use certain chemicals on the screen. Okay, so maybe that's where it got too busy for me.
And these organic compounds are extremely sensitive to harsh chemicals. Typically, to clean my PC, I dip some isopropyl alcohol and then just go around the case. I'm a gangster for doing this with one hand. But for your OLED monitor, that's a no-go, because you could potentially damage the pixels in the panel and completely ruin the whole monitor. So for cleaning, you should only be using distilled water and a microfiber cloth. Don't drink it, it tastes
Okay, yeah, that's a good one at the end.
And voila.
But I would have amped it out. But definitely don't drink it. Okay, for the love of God, just please trust me. Don't. Because that gets more people to ask, like, why did he say that, right? That's the kind of thing that I would do. But you can understand that the organic compound had no relevance to the whole story. Like, it just didn't. You say, I usually clean with these chemicals, but they can damage the screen. So, like, there's a specific section of this video that should have been cut out, in my opinion. All right, let's get to the next one. Number 33.
Final round. Fight. Fatality.
I know how you kids like them sloppy.
Number 32. This one's called 71 Films.
Tax evasion explained in Minecraft. Steve worked hard in mine all day.
This is what we're doing now.
Big Boss pays Steve 100 emeralds for hard work. Steve Happy can finally buy full diamond armor. Hey, not so fast. Iron Golem walk up and say, fill out this paper, you earn 100.
Okay, so this is the caveman thing, or the gorilla thing, but it's done so... When I talk about people doing new ideas, this is the kind of shit that I mean. But like, this thing, I never know if some guru is telling everybody to make Minecraft adult lesson videos, like teaching people how to be an adult but through Minecraft. So I never know who the first person is. I don't know if this is an original take or not, right? But I think it's genius. But like, then I think I see a guru saying, hey, make all these kinds of videos, like the Gorilla Explains kind of thing. You know how many of those channels exist now because some guru was like, this is printing money. So I feel the same way about this. Minecraft explaining taxes, or how to pay your bills, or like where to buy like just anything, right? I think it's a genius approach. So I'm just gonna say, if this is your original idea, kudos, but I feel like I'm gonna start seeing it everywhere now. Cause of fucking gurus, man.
Anyway. Minecraft. Steve work hard in
I like the idea though. I think it's really cool.
All day. Big Boss pays Steve 100 emeralds for hard work. Steve Happy can finally buy full diamond armor. Hey, not so fast. Iron Golem walk up and say, fill out this paper, you earn 100 emeralds. I take half of that. I need build new bridge and...
Okay, outside of that, rate the video overall hook, animation style. It's AI, I think, right? So I don't know how to rate it. What can be improved? Overall channel. I mean, if this isn't AI, then I'm kind of surprised. Because right now, it doesn't feel like you made it. I mean, I could be wrong, but yeah, it's not like when I see stuff like this where there's no consistent line on the table, that makes me think that you didn't make it. All right, let's move on. Rate the channel branding. What branding? It just, there's nothing. There's just a profile picture. Sorry, I got nothing to say about that one. I hope this is your original idea. That's all I'm gonna say. I hope there's no guru out there telling you to do this, because if they are, you're going to have some trouble. It's got 48,000, so it might be original. We'll see. We'll see. I hope to see more of you, if that's the case.
Do you know what hunts the colossal squid and rivals the killer whale? 7 feet long, and something is hunting it. This squid would rip your head off in a second. The killer whale has no predators. Or so...
What the fuck?
We thought.
What?
The sperm whale, the one thing orcas actually avoid. And right now, it's having a giant squid for lunch. Do you...
Okay, I got confused in the middle because you like went for who hunts the squid, and then you said orca. They have no predators or something. So I started this channel with the focus of being a ranking account. However, it's not transformative enough, and I want to become more of wildlife facts or informational channel with some quirks, but there are so many channels that have covered most of the did you know facts, I'm a bit lost of what to do. This is where it's like, you're trying to think about the reason that you're doing it. What do you want to do? Make money on YouTube? Is that what you're going for? Because just searching for anything and everything that might be able to make money isn't the right way to go about it. It's more like, what are you obsessed with? What's your hobby? What do you really like to do? What could you be an expert in, right? Because facts, probably not it. I'm just saying, like, if you're obsessed with animals and you want to give your expertise on animals, like, that's cool. But right now, it seems like you're just aiming anywhere to try to do something on YouTube. I feel like you're being misled. And just try to take a step back and think about what you really enjoy doing. And honestly, I had trouble with this too until I found out that what I really enjoy doing is creating content. And then I ended up making content about content creation, which that is a niche too. Like if you really love to edit or something, you could teach people how to edit. Or I started with Blender. I loved Blender animation, so I made those, and then I started teaching it, and then I moved over, and yeah. So I think you need to do a little bit of soul searching.
Bro, if you ever meet a genie, what are you even supposed to wish for? Like, there's so much...
You know what? I'm starting to notice that all these start with a ding, too. Like I really wish people could be as original as Ghost Rants.
Bro, if you ever meet a genie, what are you even supposed to wish for? Like, there's so much to choose from. Money, fame, superpowers. I would be completely overwhelmed. I would need several weeks.
When I see this, I gotta give my honest opinion here. Bro, if you ever had a genie, what would you wish for? Did ChatGPT write this? I don't know. But I gotta say there's no way you're gonna be able to prove it. Like, I don't know if you wrote this, if this is your original idea, or if AI did it, or whatever. And the fact that there's no way to prove it one way or the other makes me not interested in it, okay? That said, I'm not the target audience for this, but when I see stuff like this, I just don't know how much effort went into it. Just know the less effort you put in, the less you're going to get out of YouTube. And so, how do I make my channel different from others? I don't know. I don't know how you make it in the first place. If this, like, if these are your original ideas and your original writing, then it's already different enough, right? It should be. So if you're not doing that, then that's where I would start, is start coming up with your own ideas, your own observations. Look around the world and think, wow, you know, this makes me ask a question. Look at what you've Googled recently. Just see, like, what's up? What's there? Yeah, that's what I would do. I can't imagine if I think, how would I do a Roblox Rants channel? I don't have an answer, because I just don't think I would. I don't know. I would end up putting my face in it somehow.
Have you ever wished Goku?
I know how you get like them sloppy.
This is the rarest cosmetic in Gorilla Tag. You see, a couple years ago...
I like that.
This is the rarest cosmetic in Gorilla Tag.
Okay.
You see, a couple years ago, everyone could buy this cosmetic. But then a new update came and it was impossible to get. The reason why VIM replaced it. And the cosmetic is the golden trophy hat. This is the rarest...
Okay. I think... Okay, the hook is fine. I would show a little bit of context of, like... Hold on, I gotta figure this out. When it comes to Gorilla Tag cosmetics for Blender, what? Okay. There are tier lists. How is it displayed in the game? Is it like this? Is this what the inventory looks like? Where do you find cosmetics? That's what I'm asking. Okay, I'll just use this as an example of the point I'm trying to make. Oh, son of a bitch. I just want the freaking image. There. Okay, so when I see something like this, I know what is being shown to me, right? You have these gorilla heads, and then you have clearly they're hats, right? You'd need a clearer picture. But then you put the cosmetic on the gorilla head, and then you blur it. But with all the surrounding, there's context. Now I understand what you're showing me. Whereas you're just saying it and showing me something that's
cosmetic.
This right here. You know what? I just need a little more visual context, right? You say cosmetic, I get it, but without the visual context, there's less clarity. You might think, well, I say it. Isn't that good enough? Nope, it's not. It is not at all.
In Gorilla Tag. You see, a couple years ago, everyone could buy this cosmetic. But then a new update came and it was...
And then when you say everyone could buy the cosmetic, whatever a Gorilla Tag store looks like, show that, right? That's it.
Impossible to get. The reason why VIM replaced...
And then I would show the store and I would remove the cosmetic out of it. Just like a little bit extra effort there. And all you got to do is just go and find a picture of the store. And I don't know. I use a lot of different things. You could even use your phone to drop it in. Canva, Snagit, anything. But yeah, hopefully that helps you. Cool. All right, guys. I got to roll. I got groceries to get, but I hope this helped a lot of people. And again, I didn't want to push it too hard, but a lot of people are going viral with Hook Bomb now, and that's great. Millions. Actually, we've already hit over 10 million views with it, so that's great. Hookbomb.com for those that hate subscriptions. All right, I'll catch you guys in the next one Monday at 3 in Ohio. Why isn't he gone yet?